Hello, everyone. I hope we're all having a great day. I'm about to go hit that kitchen and cook up something that's super fast, super easy, and so delicious. I hope you come and join me. We'll see you in the kitchen. Hello, everyone, and how are we doing? It's Friday here. I'm off work. This is great. The only problem, it's minus 20 outside. It's bloody cold. And when I look at the weather, there's no sign of it getting milder. I'm fed up of this. I need sunshine. Well, I can't say that. It's sunny grayish outside, but I need sun. I need warmth. I want to sit by the lake and just relax. But that's not going to happen. So what I am going to do, though, is make one of my favorite, easiest go-to meals. Throw it all in a pan and just forget about it. When it's ready, it's ready. And that is a good old classic pot roast. Except I do it my way. And it's so simple. We literally have just a chunk of meat here. In fact, this might even be 2 chunks. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get my pan nice and warmed up while we're talking. And I did forget just a little bit of vegetable oil to rub on the meat, because we are going to sear the meat first. So all I am doing off cam here is just liberally coating the meat with some oil. Keep one hand clean, one hand covered in oil and dirt. Gotta love dirty, greasy hands. When you're searing, you oil your meat. You don't put oil in the pan. I just have some sea salt here, because all we're doing now when we sear is we're creating a crust on the outside of the meat, and that is what's known as the Maillard reaction, and it just intensifies the flavors. We're browning the natural sugars and some of the proteins that are in the beef. Next, I just have some garlic powder. And use more than you think you're going to need, because this is the only time really we season this. So we want our pan nice and hot. It does not have to be on high heat. Medium is more than plenty. We aren't trying to cook this slab of beef through. We're going to do that in the oven. All we're doing here is we're creating that crust. And then finally, on the meat, it's been a long day already, I just have some cumin. Now this is optional. I just like the flavor, and I don't put a lot. Then again, with the dirty hand, well, the oily hand, it's not dirty. I washed my hands first. So don't start sending me comments. So we did one side. I'm going to do the other. I don't think you really need to see me doing this on cam. We all know how to season meat. But if you want to see everything I do as far as the cooking, let me know in the comments below. I'm just trying to sort of trim down the time some of these videos take. I know not everyone has half an hour or even 20 minutes sometimes to sit down and watch a full video. So I'm just feeling my pan, and it's nice and hot. So what we're gonna do, because by now you're tired of seeing me, is we're gonna pause the camera, we're gonna move it, and the next time you're gonna see the pan. Okay, so now you can see the pan. You can see it's smoking a little bit. It's nice and hot. And what we want to do, I said this is 2 pieces of meat in the pan, is right in. We don't want to mess around with this. We just want that sear. So we're going to let this cook for maybe 3 to 4 minutes per side, and we aren't going to touch it. While it's cooking, we don't want to touch it. The more we play with it, the less of a crust we'll get. I'm also trying to talk up over everything, so I hope that the sound comes out okay. Now, a lot of people already know pot roast. They do it the real simple way. They take their meat, they add a pack of instant onion soup mix, maybe a bouillon cube, some salt, some pepper, and it's done. And it's fine like that. I do it like that sometimes. But the way I really love doing this is sear this meat. I do it in a tomato sauce with some carrots, some potatoes, some garlic, over and above the garlic that we have in there, and almost make like a pot roast pizziola. It is so good. And it's so simple. I'm just going to take a peek, and you can see that sear that's starting. So that one piece is going to be flipped a few times, and that's what we want to see, that golden, beautiful crust. Big tongs, big piece of meat. What I'm going to add to it is honestly just a little bit, well, a bag of baby carrots, some tomato puree or tomato coulis that I have, and behind me I have some potatoes that I've already chopped up, and last but not least, 1 bouillon cube, and this might be the only different thing that we do. It's just now this is a big chunk of meat, and it's got to fit into a little pan because I don't know where my big casserole dish is gone. It disappeared in the move. So I now have that sear on the other side. So this first chunk is going to go into my pan. And I really hope I have enough space to get them both in. And I have my sear on that other side. Good, fits. Next, we're just going to add, I don't know where it went. I had a measuring cup with some water. Here, I'm just deglazing the pan. You can use whatever you want. I'm just using some water. And in there, I'm going to add a stock cube. And I'm actually going to use that stock cube to get all those little bits up off the bottom of the fry pan. Because those bits have so much flavor in them. Don't want to waste them. Plus, doing like this, it's going to make it a lot easier to clean the pan. So, I hate when you get beef cubes or any stock cubes, and they're so hard. You can't do anything with them. So we have our nice hot pan. Our cube is still dissolving in there, as you see. I'm going to add some of my tomato. If I need more, I can add more. So what I'm doing is I'm actually somewhat building the sauce separately. Keep moving this cube around, trying to help it to dissolve. If it doesn't fully dissolve, I'm not worried, it'll dissolve in the pan. Next, we take our sauce straight into the meat. Nice and hot. It doesn't look like there's a lot of juice in there or a lot of sauce in there, but as this cooks now, what's going to happen is the juices from the beef are going to help to add to the sauce, to fortify it somewhat. So on top go some baby carrots. These are going to add some sweetness. It's one way to get my veggies. And I use the baby carrots just because I don't have to do anything to them. They're ready to go. Open the bag, pop them in. Super easy. One of them just shot out and landed on the floor, so the dog will have a carrot. Next, we have our potatoes. And these are just more stuff going on the floor. These are just some Idaho potatoes that I chopped up. Sorry, I didn't bake these. Some of these are going to get nice and crispy. Some are going to start soaking up some of the juices, and that's great. I'm going to give a little bit more salt on there. And some black pepper. Now, this is pepper that I have ground up before, but I use fresh peppercorns and grind them myself. So this way you get more flavor out of them. When you buy those little packs of pre-ground, who knows how long they've been sitting there for. And that's it. The dish is now done. Now I get to fight with my favorite thing in the world, tin foil. And we want to get this in here, or on here, sorry, as tight really as we can. Because we want to keep all the steam and the liquids in this. So my oven is hot. We're going to do a quick camera move here. Boom. Hey, we didn't drop anything. My oven is set to 350 degrees. This is now going to cook for a minimum of 3 hours. We want that meat to fall apart We want whatever fat is on there to melt and dissolve. And we want the collagen that's in the meat to dissolve. Because what that's going to do is it's just going to thicken the sauce. It's going to add that flavor. And it is just so good. And there we go. Dinner's ready. Well, it's ready. It's cooking. I'm going to let this go. I'm not going to check it for at least 2 hours. I want it to do its thing in there. When all this is done, we'll plate up, we'll take it out, we'll plate it up, we'll show it to you all, and of course, we'll do that incredible taste testing. So, until then, I hope you all have a great day. And I'm going to take this time now to say, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm cooking fast, simple, easy meals like this all the time. I also do my snack box and tastings that subscribers like you have sent me. Everything. We even have game nights sometime. We have all kinds of fun on the channel. If you're coming back, hit that like button. Share this video with family and friends. Share it with total strangers. The more the merrier. I'm sure there's someone out there who would love to try this as much as I love to eat it. So, until then, we'll see you all in a few hours. Well, hello everyone. We are back. It has been a long day of smelling this cook, but wow, can't wait to dig in. This was in there because of the thickness of that meat. You saw how thick that was for 4.5 hours. But now, when I touch it with a fork, oh, there's Norman. There's the dog saying hello. It just falls apart. So we are now just going to quickly flip the camera around, show you everything, and let you see the final product. And there we are. You can see we have our nice potatoes, our carrots are nice and soft, but even more, this is the meat. You can just see it just falls apart like nothing. Sorry about that. Normie sees. There we are. Normie sees something outside. So, got a nice forkful here. This is going to be so hot. I'm going to burn myself. But you can just look how tender that is and see how hot it is. I'm going to Normie at my feet trying to get some too. Oh my god. Fork tender. Falls apart. But it melts in your mouth like butter. You get the nice brightness from the tomato. That little beef flavor from the cube we added, as well as the juices from the beef. And the sweetness of the carrot. That little nice little bite from the garlic. Everything is in there. You saw how quick and easy this was to make. Really nothing. Took a super cheap cut of meat, added a few simple ingredients, let time take care of the rest. Perfect for a weekend or something. And if you don't want to do it in the stove like I did, sear your meat, put it all in the slow cooker for 4 hours. Come out just as good. So, I really hope you give this a try. Leave me a comment down below what you think, how you liked it. And as I said before, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. It's free, and I'll keep making videos like this. If you're coming back to the channel, hit that thumbs up, share, leave a comment, let me know that you're enjoying my work. So, until next time, I'm about to serve up a big dish of this for myself, go back to editing the video, and we will see you all next time. Have a great evening.